So I'm live right now on both. All right. So if I go to my charts, all right, am I good on the TikTok?
Yeah, you're good on TikTok. I'm checking George. I'm checking YouTube right now.
All right. Let me move this. Put it on the side.
All right. Yeah, everything's good on both.
All right.
Your intro.
What's up, guys? So let me turn this off. Got some music playing in the background. I don't normally trade the first 15 minutes of the day, but before I even start off, I want to give God all the glory, all the thanks for waking me up this morning and another opportunity to trade, make money, and help people make money as well. One of the things, guys, is I had a little technical difficulties this morning, so I started a little bit late, but we're good. We're gonna start rolling right now. Let me turn this so I could hear echo. I got my IT on the phone with me trying to do help me with stuff. So she got it done. She's probably watching right now, which is my wife. She's not trading with me right now. Normally she's right beside me, but she's not trading me with me right now. If you guys know me or know about me, I have my wife had a kidney transplant. So with that, she has Bella infusion every month. Okay, so she have to take care of her kidneys. So with that, let's jump into these charts right now. Right now, I was looking at Google. Um, Google is looking good to the upside, guys, as far as Google. It came back down, tried to close the gap right here. We broke day high, but we kind of hit take profit on the day part. But again, my target is 68.24, followed by 170, followed by 172. So we're gonna see what Google does today. Um, Let me see on other markets. What's up, Chrissy Mac? What's up, guys? As you come in, I'm trading options. So I trade options um, right here. Let me see if I could put this in the corner. All right, I got a lot of stuff going on my screen, guys. So, all right. So one stock that I'll say pay attention to is AVPT. I have those stocks long term. Great stocks to hold onto. So AVPT, um, they're moving up right now. Let me see what's going on with Apple. I am not in any trades right now, guys. I am not in any trades right now. Okay. I am not in any trades right now. Apple has dividends in the next couple days on Monday. If Apple turns green on the day, we could see Apple move. Let me see on a smaller time frame. Okay. Apple kind of reversed on this. Apple reversed. Did it? Let me come over here. So right now I'm watching Google, guys, to the upside. I think Google still have some ways to the upside. On Apple, let's see what Apple. See what a 15-minute looks like. We're below the 200, so no. If Apple breaks the day high, then we're good on Apple. I'm also bullish on Adobe. So Adobe right now, I think I have some swings in Adobe. Not I think. I do have swings in Adobe. Let me see here. All right. So with Adobe, I'm watching Adobe to the upside. On Adobe, let me see. Let me tell you what I got on Adobe. All right. So I bought some May 30th 420 calls on Adobe. So for Adobe, I bought May 20th, May 30th, 420 calls. Those I'm gonna swing for the month, right? If I see decent profit, I'm gonna close out all my contracts. I probably trim some, but yeah, I'm bullish on Adobe right now. Adobe on the weekly looks good. Adobe already broke the week. So the target for Adobe, the next target for Adobe is 188, 388. But if it breaks 388, then we will see at that point it will break the monthly. And once it break the monthly, then our next target is gonna be right up here at 405. I believe, yeah, 405 is gonna be that target where VWAP is. You might have some kind of resistance right here at that bottom of the wick at 403. Now, regardless, before we get to 405 at 400, we're gonna have a pullback because there's gonna be people waiting to sell at 400. 400 is a psych level, followed by 405 because 405 we have VWAP right here, and then actually let me put my lines in. If I put my lines in, then they'll be there regardless. So right here, we have right here on this wick right here, and then our ultimate target on this on the monthly, if it breaks the monthly, it will be a reversal up to the upside. So you're talking about we can revisit all the way back up to 440, followed by the high right here at 453. Okay, so those are the targets. Can they hit right away? They can. We're gonna have earnings next week. Not next week, but next month there's earnings. So we might not see it until next month where we pop all the way back up. So that's one way of looking at it. But if I see where, let me check the charts on this. If I see where Adobe break right here, if Adobe breaks this 15-minute, I would like to see a 3-1 setup within the next 15-minute. And then if we have a 3-1 setup right here, a break of it to the high, because I'm expecting it to go to the highs. We can pull back, of course, but I'm expecting to go to the highs. Then I'll take a call on Adobe. Now, normally I'll have my Forex calendar up. Again, this is a new system for me, guys. So with this, um, let's see right here. All right, so today we're gonna have important news. So which I also remember about. So today you might be flat going in all day, and then you might see the market. The market is gonna move after the FOMC. So FOMC is gonna be at 2 o'clock today, and then after that, we'll have the Fed rates. Right now, they're expecting to stay the same. So we'll see as far as with the Fed rates. But right now, these are the important things that's going on today. Crude oil is at 1030. That will move some of the stocks like XOM, your Chevrons. Those will move based on that number that comes out. Um, but 2 o'clock, and you might not see anything because everybody might be waiting to see what happened. But because we have the tariff, I think what might happen is that we might just see where they hold the rate the same until all the tariff stuff is done. So going back, to my charts right here. Don't force any trades today, guys. Do not force any trades today. I'm already seeing where Apple is developing something back to the upside. So I'm already seeing that. Apple right now is kind of creating a divergence on a 5 minute. Let me see if it have set up on the 15 minute. So I have two charts up. So you can see my Adobe right now. So right now we have a 3-1 setup. I'm waiting for that. We're probably going to consolidate within here. We might consolidate all day, guys. So if anything, don't force anything. Wait, right, until you see your setup, then take your setup, okay? On Apple right now, I'm going to switch over to Apple. So let me put Adobe on this side. I'm going to show you what I see on Apple that's developing right now. Um, on the 15 minute, I don't see anything, okay? On the 15 minute, I don't see anything that can reverse back to the upside. We could drop. We could continue to drop. What we're seeing right now, we have this level right here. So we're at support level, right? We're within here. Right now, we're within this range, okay? So if you look, we're keeping within this range right here. So we're within that range, okay? But at the same time, we didn't go all the way down to down here. We're seeing where we had some support level right here, right? And it's holding that support level right now. Okay. So again, Apple is doing the same thing. We have a setup where it's an inside bar. We could break down right now. But again, I might not even force anything. To be honest with you, I might wait till 2 o'clock to trade if I don't see the right setup. Because everything could be sideways until later on today. On AVGO. Hmm. AVGO. AVGO is looking. AVGO reversed on the 15th minute to go up. Hmm. Man, this computer keep on going out. Right now, AVGO, a break off this 5 minute candle, we could go back up to 200 and what is that? 201.50. Yeah, we just broke that, so we're gonna push back up on AVGO. Let me see right here on AVGO right now. Damn it, it's moving already. We have that level at the 200. How much time we got left in this? So AVGO is looking good to the upside, guys. It's hitting though on the 200 on the 5 minute. So let's see right here. Got 2 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. So we'll let it work. At this point, might as well just wait till 10 o'clock. AVGO could push though up like right, like I said, back up to 201.50. Um, I like where AVGO bounced. AVGO bounced at the 50. I wasn't paying attention to AVGO, but AVGO bounced at the 50. Um, so nice level where it bounced off of as far as for AVGO. Let me take a look at Google. Okay, Google is at a nice level too. Google is using the 200 as a support level. All right, so we got 1 minute left in the 15-minute candle, guys. AVGO is already pushing. Shit, AVGO is up 10% from the time I said something. I like how AVGO look on the weekly. Did we already break the week? No, we're still an inside bar on the week. Still an inside bar on the week. On the month, are we bullish on the month so far? Yeah, we gapped up on the month for AVGO. Oh, we gapped up. All right, here we go, guys. 10 o'clock right now, 10 o'clock. I want to see a pullback on AVGO back down to the VWAP, then bounce from the VWAP and then continue up. For AVGO. On Google right now, Google, I would like to see it break right here for Google before I would do anything for Google. Okay, I want to see the break of this candle right here. It's right now, it's at a good level. It's right on the 200. It's hitting on my 200 right here, which is good because it's finding support right there on the 200, which is good. Let me show you what I'm seeing on AVGO. I really, I'm kind of iffy on AVGO. Only reason why I would have to look at the higher time frames on AVGO. All right, what is this? Bank of America. How Bank of America just pop up on my stuff? What time frame is this? 15 minutes. Yeah, Bank of America is looking good as well. All right, guys. So AVGO is pushing back up right now. All right, so I'm going to take some calls on AVGO. Protection is timed out. What? Man, this didn't take my damn trade. Let's see, AVGO. AVGO is right at the 200 right here, guys. I like where it is. Let's see the half an hour time frame. Why is it showing that? All right, so AVGO is coming back down to test VWAP. So I didn't get in because it says my computer it timed out. So I had to refresh. So right now I'm waiting on AVGO to test VWAP right here. Then I want to see a bounce off of VWAP. Put back Google. Google is still bouncing at the same area right here, guys. So Google is still bouncing at the same area, which I like. From here, talking about 30-cent drop. What's the low on AVGO? 98. All right, let's see. Let's see if Google is going to break down. Google is holding that level. AVGO, let me just show you guys what I'm looking at as far as AVGO right now. AVGO is between two things that I pay attention to a lot. So I have my 200 right here, which is respecting right here, but it broke to go up to the upside, and we think on a half an hour, I think we already broke to go on upside, right? So that's a reversal on the upside. Let's see where the VWAP is. We bounce off of right here, which is a 50, which was a good level or area for us to take the calls at the time. So that was a good level to take the calls at. So now, right now we're testing VWAP on the 15 minute. So we're testing VWAP on the 15 minute right now. See what all of these are doing. Damn, crowd is down $19. Yeah, A. See with Google, I think Google broke. Yeah, Google broke to the downside. For some reason I find that my thing is lagging. All right, I like where AVGO is, guys. So I'm gonna take some calls on this. I'm gonna keep the bottom of day low as my stop loss. but I just jump into some AVGO calls. So if you guys just joining me right now, I'm in AVGO calls. I just jump into some AVGO calls, using day low as my stop loss. If we see a reversal, so right now, oh, I have Google Shorts. My Google Shorts just went off. Shit. Oh man. Hold on. My Google Shorts just went off. That doesn't have a top on it though. All right, so the only trade that I'm in right now, guys, I'm in AVGO calls. I'm in AVGO calls. I just got my alert for Google. Um, where Google is sitting right now is at the 50. Are going to test the 50 right here, right? Um, and I'm bullish on Google. Let me see right here. No, wrong chart. Sorry. So the reason why I took AVGO came down and test VWAP right here. It broke the 15 to go up. My only concern is right here, where the 200 is sitting. My stop loss is going to be at the bottom of day low. Okay, that's my stop loss. But I'm bullish on AVGO as well. For Google, let me just show you what Google is looking like. We have this new 5-minute that just came in on AVGO. So right now, a break of the new 5-minute candle on the high side. Did we break it already? We just broke it. So it's testing the 200 on the 5-minute. So that's two areas where it's testing the 200. So a break of it, it already break to go back up on a 5-minute. So with that, we could see the push up to the upside on AVGO. Right now, let me just look at my AVGO order portfolio. All right, here we go on AVGO, guys. Good push on AVGO. All right, so right now we're up 10% on AVGO. 8% on AVGO. Back close to break even on AVGO. I'm looking for the push on AVGO, guys. Right here, we're coming back in. It's respecting the 200. on that 5 minute candle. So that's where you're gonna have some kind of fight right here. That's what's happening right now. On the 15 minute, you won't see that. So that's where it's happening right now. We need a close above right here. We need this 5 minute. We have 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. We need a close above this 200 to be bullish on the five, but I'm bullish on the day. But that will be a good sign if we close over that 200, right? I got it again because we break this 15. We had a reversal on the 15 here, call it out, but I didn't take it. Um, but right now I waited for the test to come back down right here. And once it tested right here, then I see it coming back up, and then I took the calls on it. So right now I'm in AVGO calls. It's the only thing I'm in right now, AVGO calls. If we break yesterday's high on AVGO, which let's take a look on the higher time frame just to see on the day. So a break of AVGO on yesterday's high. So a break of this at 201.91. Our next target is gonna be 203.23, followed by 205. Again, 205 is gonna be a psych level, 205.68, right? So that's gonna be the levels for AVGO. Right now, I mentioned to you guys we have 42 seconds left in AVGO. So 42 seconds left in AVGO. We want to see the 5 minute close above this 200. So right now we're above the 200. So closing above the 200 right here. And then the next 5 minute come in, test the 200, break above it and start pushing, and we're good. Right now, the 15 minute should be green. There we go on the 15 minute, but we're still testing that 200 area, right? So right now, those contracts are up 8% on those contracts. Okay. I'm in a 202 202.50 call. Okay, so here we go. We might have a pullback right back down again to the VWAP on the 15 minute. I don't want to see a pullback all the way down there though. I want to see a pullback, test the 200, which it's doing right now on the 5 minute, and then a push. Okay, so right now, look what it's doing. Exactly what I said. What we want to see is just a push right here. Want to see a break? It's keeping support on the 200. We want to see it just hold support right here on the 200, break to the upside and continue. If we break to the upside, then we're going to test that 202 level. If we break 202 level, then 203.23 followed by 203.33 followed by 205. Here we go. Want to see a push right here. Want to see like this aggressive push. Aggressive push. We need to break this right here. That candle right there is a 15-minute candle. That previous 15-minute candle. Need to see a break above that. The only thing right now too is we're right at the 200. Okay, so we have to pay attention to that. We might go up, test the 200, come back down, but we want to see that break. Everything shows up on the lower time frame first before it shows on the higher time frame. Okay, so you have to pay attention to that as well. Yeah, we have that level right there that we need to break above. 30-minute is looking good as well, guys, because we reversed on the 30-minute. So that's showing a good sign. On the 30-minute, we have a reversal. This was a two down. We have a two up situation right here. So the target really and truly should be, the first target is going to be 201, 201.50 on the 30-minute time frame. So on the 30-minute time frame, we're also bullish on the 30-minute time frame as far as a reversal to the upside. Okay. On the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame, we're inside bar. On the 1 hour time frame, we're testing VWAP right here. On the 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame. Let's see on the 4 hour. 4 hour, we came down on the 4 hour. And then what the hell is that? What was that? All right, so let me go back here. On the day we came down test 50, so that's looking good right there. Again, we're watching the 5-minute, guys. We're watching the 5-minute. Um, the 5-minute is testing the 200. We need to stay above this 200. Got 1 minute left in this candle. I want to see it hold the 200. And then afterwards, even if the next candle comes in, test that 200 and break the 5, then we should see that push to the upside. We should see that push to the upside. Now, on these, I always raise my stop loss. Okay. So I always raise my stop loss when it comes to these as well. So say for instance, if we come down and we break this 15-minute candle, I would probably put my stop right there. Even though it didn't break the day low, I'd have my stop loss right there. Because if it break this, that means that it's gonna go down and test day low. Now we can't, why keep on doing that? Now we can come back down to VWAP, which I mentioned on the 15-minute, even though I don't want to see that, right? So it looks like it want to come back down, test VWAP. All right, so we're about like 3% in profit on here. Still a little bit above break even. So let me show you what's going on the 5-minute right now. 5-minute, we're right here. Okay. I just showed you the 15-minute where potentially could come back down and test the VWAP. We want this 5-minute to come back and close above the 200. Okay. Right now we're using the 200. We're below the 200. We want to come back down, come back up and close above the 200. Even if we come down to right here and test VWAP, it's okay. That will be testing VWAP on the 15-minute. Okay. That will be testing VWAP on the 15-minute. But what I would love to see is a close above the 200 again, or for sure, if we break this 5-minute, we're gonna push. Okay, if we break this 5-minute, we're gonna push on this on in the next 3 minutes. We're gonna push. So a break of this 5-minute candle right here, and we're gonna push. So let's see. Right now we're up again like 8% on this contract. All right, so it just rejected that again. So we rejected that and we're coming back down. We're playing within this area right now, guys. We're playing within this area right now. Um, but I want to see that break. Here we go again. Here we go again. For you guys who are just joining in, I'm in AVGO calls. If we break this five, we're gonna push. If we break this five, we're gonna. All right, there we go. We just broke the five. We're gonna push right now, guys. All right, we're gonna push right here. We're breaking the 15 right now. We got 50 something seconds left. 52 seconds left in this candle, right? 52 seconds left in this candle. We're closing back above the two. Man, it pushed back down again. Let's see. Why my computer keep on? All right, did we break that 15? Let's see right here. Did we break the 15? Yeah, we broke the 15. We're respecting that 200 level right here. Okay, that's what's going on right now. But all right, the good thing is we're closing on that 5 minute, we're closing above the 200. So here we go again. We just closed above the 200 again. So we're using that 200 on the 5 minute as a support level, right? So we want to see this 5 minute come down, test that two, bounce off, and then break. Okay. We would like to see that push within the next 5 minutes. This could be a violent push. If we break above that level, it could be a violent push. Also, remember, we could come up and test that 200 because we're right at the 200, but we want to see that break back to the upside. Okay. We want to see that break back up to the upside. All right, here we go, guys. That break. Looking for that break. Looking for that break. Contracts are up 5% on this. Here we go. Got 3 minutes left in this candle. Need to see that big push. We're using the 200 as a support. Here we go. Let's go. Come on. All right. So if it's fighting right here within this 5 minute, guys, if it's fighting right here within the 5 minute, if it doesn't break and push within this 5 minute right here, I'm gonna most likely just put my shit at break even as far as my stop loss. Because if this drop, then it could come back down. Okay. So I need to see the break of this right here. Now I'm up on this contracts right now. All right, here we go. I'm up. All right, we just broke. There we go. So I'm up on this contract right now, up 10% on these contracts. Up 10% on these contracts right now. If you guys are just joining, I'm in AVGO 250, 20250 calls. All right. Um, up 10% on them right now. We just have that push. If I go over to the 15-minute, it will make me feel like I want to fucking close my contracts because it's hitting on the two. There you go. It's hitting on the 200. But what I want to see is that push to back to the upside. We're already, we're what you call it? We reverse on half an hour to the upside. Okay, on the 30 minutes to the upside. So the target on the half an hour should be at 201.50. But we're also testing that 200, and the 200 on the 15 it's going to respect at some point. We want to see this 15-minute right here break above the 15, above the 200, close above the 200. Next 15-minute candle come in, come down, test that 200, and continue to the upside. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so we need to see that big push right now within this last minute and close above the 200. Right now, we're up 10% on the contracts. I'll say if you want, you could trim some right here at 10%. Here we go. That's the push I'm talking about. Just close above. We need to close above the 200. 30 seconds left in this 15-minute candle. All right. Up 13%. I'm going to trim some of my contract right here at 9 seconds left because that's right there. So if it even pull back, then we know that, all right. All right, so I just closed out some of my contracts. So this is what I want right here, right? All right, so now it comes down, test this 200, and we want to see that push, just like I talked about. So we close above the 200. We need to see that push right here. So test the 200. Now we want to see it bounce off the 200, break. And if we break, then we're going to push more, okay? We're going to go, the first target is yesterday's high. We're going to test yesterday's high, followed by these lines up here. So no, that line wasn't there. I don't know where that line came from. 203. So if we break this yellow line at 201.90, then here we go. 201.90. If we break yesterday's high, then first target 203, 203.30, followed by 205, and then a push to the upside. Okay. So right now we just tested the 200, break the 15, which we broke the 15. We just need to stay above the 200. We just need to stay above the 200 on this and a push to the upside. Here we go on a push to the upside. Right now, those contracts. What the fuck happened? Hold on. Did it sell all my damn contracts? You gotta be shitting me. Hold on. Hold on. Shit. It sold all my contracts. All right, guys. So it sold all my damn contracts. So I'm probably gonna get back into this. Mm. All right, so I jumped back into AVGO calls, guys. It sold all my contracts when I went to trim. It sold it for 20%. So I'm not gonna be pissed off but it closed out my contracts. It did close out my contracts. So I went ahead because I like AVGO. I went ahead and bought new contracts. The new contracts that I just bought new contracts on AVGO. I bought next week contracts. So for I bought the 210 AVGO May 16 210 calls. My average cost is 262. So we hit the high as far as right here. We have some type of rejection. If you look left, I always say look left. Look where it rejected off of. Right at that wick right there. That's where it rejected off of. So price is always going to respect that level, okay? But what we want to see a break of that level, okay? So in a sense, you could have had your target for right there, but a break of this, we're above the 200 on here, a break of this, and a break of the yellow line, which is my day's high, previous day high, a break of that line, and we're going to 203, followed by 205, um, followed by 205, and then 206 up here. So if you guys are just joining in right now, I'm in AVGO. Um, I sold my first contracts on AVGO. Sold those. Um, sold those at 20%. Those sold for 20%. Um, when I sold it, I didn't realize that I sold all my damn contracts. So all my contracts got sold on that one. So now, because I like it to the upside, I bought next week contracts, right? And I bought 210 contracts for next week. So I bought 210 contracts for AVGO for next week. IW IWM is looking bullish as well. IWM has, is this a 5 minute? Yeah, that's a 5 minute. So I was seeing that's a divergence on the 5 minute. Oh, IWM looks good to the upside. Just have a reversal on a 15 minute. So two 198 is next target on IWM. One I 198 followed by 198.21. That's on a 15 minute time frame. There we go on IWM. IWM is pushing right now. Almost everything right now is green, with the exception of like couple of the stocks on my watch list. But almost everything right now is green. Google gave me an alert, but I did not like the fact that Google gave me an alert as a short because I'm bullish on Google. So some of the times you have to look at the alerts. Right here on Google, we're back above the 200. Google went down close to testing that 50. So we bounced right there. Now on the hour, because my charts are normally on the hour time frame, probably that's why it gave it to me right there. Oh, you guys can't see that chart that I'm pulling up. All right, guys. So for just for those who just joined in, I'm I have I'm in AVGO calls right now. We're using the 200 as support right now, so I'm in AVGO calls. Um, couple of the stocks that looks good as far as bullish sentiment. I like Mara. Mara looks really good to the upside. Um, we have a reversal on Mara on the day chart. So target should be up at VWAP minimum, which we're 30 cents away from as far as that. Not much of a big move in a sense. Oh, Meta, we're bullish on Meta. Meta broke day high. Yeah, Meta, we're bullish on Meta. Meta did the same thing yesterday again. So Meta went down, test that level right by VWAP and bounced right off of VWAP. So right now we have a reversal on Meta to the upside. So we have a reversal on Meta to the upside right now. Came back down, testing the 200 right here. Man, Meta was a good trade this morning. Meta was a good trade. Meta was a solid trade this morning. I like Meta to the upside, guys, as well. I like Meta to the upside. Meta already broke on the daily to go up as far as for a reversal to the upside on Meta. Let me see on the 1 hour for Meta how Meta is looking. So let me switch this over for you guys so you could see it. So right now we're above the 200 on Meta. A break of this 15-minute, we can come back down, but it's above the 200. I like Meta to the upside. Looking like we're having a pullback on AVGO right now. We just broke to the downside on AVGO. Still holding at 200 as support. I bought the 16. I bought the May 16 contracts on AVGO. So I bought May 16 contracts on AVGO. Guys, we could be sideways all day. We could be sideways all day until news comes in at 2 o'clock. So be careful about that as well. We could be sideways all day until then. Okay. So just be careful on that. I like Meta. Meta is already showing that it's bullish. So even if like I would be looking at Meta in a sense that if it comes down, if Meta comes down, test VWAP right here, um, then that's a good level, right? As long as we stay above that level right here on Meta, um, and then just hold it as far as your stop should be the bottom of that candle or break of day low. Okay. But I like Meta to the upside. Meta already showed that it reversed on the day to the upside. So the target on Meta at that point should be first the body, which is at 600, 599 and change, but I'll say 600 because you have some level right there, and then 603. Okay. But afterwards on Meta, you're gonna probably look at if we break above 604.34, um, sheesh. Next level is gonna be 610 on Meta. So next level is gonna be 610. Yeah, we're coming down on Meta right here. Let's look at the half an hour candle on Meta. Okay, so we're coming down to test VWAP. There we go, testing VWAP right here on Meta. What is that, a 5 minute? That's a 5 minute. Hold on. Yeah, testing VWAP level right there. So we're hitting VWAP on all levels, 30 minute, 15 minute, and 5 minute on Meta. See right here, I'm checking the contracts. Kind of like it right here for a call, guys. See right here. All right, so I'm gonna take a call right here on Meta. I'm just gonna put a small amount on Meta right here for a call. Um, so I took a call right now on Meta. So the two things that I'm in right now, I'm in AVGO calls and I'm in Meta calls. Okay. My stop on Meta is gonna be a day low. Okay. So good drop. 86. That's a $5 drop. Nah. Yeah, my stop is gonna be the bottom of this 30 minute right here at 590.27. Right there. So this trade I took is on the VWAP, is bouncing on the VWAP for both, right? That 590.27 is right at the 200 level on the 5 minute candle. Okay. But I like where it's hitting right here as far as VWAP for Meta. It's hitting on the VWAP for 5 minute, it's hitting on the VWAP for 15 minute, and it's hitting on the VWAP for the 30 minute. Okay. So I don't normally trade past 11 o'clock, guys. As far as my hard stop on trades is at 11 o'clock. So with that, just monitor your trades. If you're looking at anything, let me know, but just monitor your trades. Let me keep on popping up. How do I get that? It's not coming off. here we go on Meta. I like Meta to the upside, so I might I went small in Meta. We're coming down right at that level. Could have waited till 200 till it hit the 200 right here. But that's that bounce right there. Or that's a better entry to get into. I like on the higher time frame because on the higher time frame, we're bullish on the higher time frame because we broke day high and it's a reversal on the day. Okay, so that's why I took the calls. If you look at right here, as far as retracement wise, we just broke the 618. We're right at the 618 right now as far as retracement. So we're right at the 618. Um, see. Yeah, on the 1 hour, earlier on the 1 hour, broke the 1 hour, hit all the targets going up and coming back in right now. On the daily, this is what I'm showing you guys on the daily right now. On the daily, it broke, barely broke, but on the daily, it broke to the upside. We've been using down here as a support level. Okay, so we've been using down here as a support level. So with that, that's why I'm watching this right here, right? We pushed down, right? Push down first, then push back up, bounce off of support right here. So now we're pushing back up and we broke day high, which it was a reversal on the day candle to go up. Okay. The only thing right now is because of news today, you got to be careful because of news. So that's why I didn't go heavy in that trade. Like I said, I went light on that um, just in case. But I like the retracement on Meta. Um, so yeah, what is going on with Google? Golly. So if my wife was here, my wife would have been cussing at me right now. If my wife was here, she would be cussing at me right now. I got my Google alert. I got my Google alert for shorts. And I didn't take the damn short. And now Google is down $6. What the fuck? What the hell just happened with Google? There's some news going on or something. Look at that. Reverse on the 1 minute to go back up. My gosh. Oh man. Oh man. Look at Google. Darn it. My alert came up for Google. Let me show you guys. So my alert came up for Google right here. I have certain settings in my Google. Okay, so I have my Google alert that came in at 10 o'clock to short Google, and I did not damn short Google. Oh man, crazy, 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 crazy. All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for me. I got 1 minute left before I get off. Right now, I bought a Meta call, and I'm in AVGO put AVGO calls as well. My AVGO call is for next week, and my Meta call is for this week, I believe. I think they're both for next week. But either way, um, no, my Meta calls is for this week. But either way, like the market is falling right now. So there's some type of news that came out. There's some type of news that came out. Google is just oh, here's the news on Google. So what just happened with Google? 1 minute. Google identified new malware link to Russia based. Oh shit. That's why Google falling right now. Like the whole market is tanking with it, it looks like. Yeah, Google, the whole market is tanking because of this shit. Meta just broke to the downside as well. Everything is breaking to the downside with that news. Let me just look and see if it's the same news. No, that's not the same news. That's 5 hours ago. That's 5 hours ago. Yeah, but Google is taking a dookie right now, yo. Man, if my wife was here, she would be like, yo. All right, guys, but that's it for me today as far as for trades. I'm still in Meta. Like I said, I'm still in Meta calls. My stop on Meta is gonna be day low. If it break day low, then we're coming down. But my stop on Meta is day low. That means that it turned into an outside bar, which it looked like because of the news with Google, we probably have a drop right here and everything else. Because Google right now is tanking right now. So we'll see. I'm monitoring my Meta calls. Um, and then on AVGO, I'm bullish on AVGO. I still have my AVGO calls on AVGO. All right. So with that said, guys, monitor your trades, know your stop losses, know how much you can risk on your trades. Right. That's the biggest thing I could tell you as far as trading plan. You want to make sure that you have a solid trading plan, and with your solid trading plan, once you see that come in play, then hey, follow your trading plan. Okay. Don't divert to it, because when you divert from it, it's like, that's where you can mess up and things can happen. So, with that said, um, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. If you did not trade today, might as well you wait till 2 o'clock, because at 2 o'clock we're gonna have news coming at 2 o'clock. So make sure you're monitoring that as well. All right. All right, guys. Have a great evening. Have a great rest of your day.